And welcome back. 3 fucking months later. Sorry for the delay. This is pretty fucking close to the end. This chapter is called The Rat. Now I have to point out something about this. It is extremely Kubrick-y.
The last origami figure. The last trial.
What's wrong with his face? When I said Kubrick-y, I'm talking about Stanley Kubrick. This reminds me a lot of The Shining, and then the room we're about to go into is, from what I can tell, very inspired by the end of 2001: Space Odyssey. I won't say spoilers, but there is definitely a similarity of the layout of the room. So yeah, it's spooky. Very cool looking, though. Whoa, that's bright. Damn! I'm playing in a dark room with my big TV, so oof. So, I don't think it's going to be any difference, but I want to point out that I'm actually now playing on my PS5. I got a PS5 for Christmas, refurbished, but pretty awesome. So here we go. Last trial. Oh, yeah.
The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons?
No.
There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him.
No thanks.
Then you will die.
Just kidding.
You can drink the vial or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
That is an option. Ooh, you see the monitors on the floor? Creepy!
Save Sean. And die. Christ. He loses his father, but at least he's alive. Maybe it's the right thing to do.
Willing to give your life. How many fucking times has this guy risked his life at this point?
Poison. So, if I drink this, I'll be dead in an hour, and if I don't, I won't get the last letters. There's got to be another way. I can't kill myself to save my son. The cameras. He must be watching me.
You think?
He could be lying. Maybe I'll die as soon as I drink this, and then no one can save Sean.
I would lie and just pretend I drank it. I don't know how you do that, but...
Am I willing to die to save my son? There's no choice. I've got to do it. If I want to save my son. Kill myself to save Sean? That's ridiculous. I'll find some other way. I'm sure I can save him. 1 hour to live. Just enough time to save Sean.
Those look like paintings, don't they?
Nothing to lose. I've come too far to stop now.
You actually can leave the room and say, fuck this, and not do it. But just like the first time I played this, I didn't hesitate. As much as I hate to do that to Ethan, you know. It's bathwater from that Insta-floozy. Forget her name. Kinda tastes like pee! That fucking piano music again. Beautiful, but incredibly somber. Jesus, shaky cam. Ugh, I'm getting dizzy. This poor bastard, he's been through enough, man. Just give him his little boy back. He's played all your stupid games. Whoa. The animation's getting very jittery.
The last letters have been sent to your phone.
Thank you very much, Siri. Roosevelt. I think that's what it said. So now he has the address. And a convenient little timer.
I had to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you.
That's funny, I actually have a timer on my phone to remind me when the recording function on my PS5 is gonna quit. It quits after exactly 60 minutes. And I aim for 1 hour per video. Here we go with Norman again. I actually don't remember what happens next. Like, I've beaten this game many times, but it has been years. Well, this is the first time I'm doing something in this Let's Play that I haven't done so far since I started. I am actually doing this section over because I missed something very important.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
Yeah, I actually did the same. This part is very important. If you miss a certain clue, Norman will fail.
All packed up and ready to go?
Say what?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
Ooh. What a
The
dick.
investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
God, his mouth looks so weird there.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
I love to hate this guy.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
Awkward.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the Origami Killer. Everyone's happy. End of story.
Origami! God damn it.
Nice trip back, Norman.
Norman. Watch his head. Yep, he did it again! I played this a few minutes ago and his head did this weird little twitchy thing. Something's wrong with the animation in this game ever since the remaster came out. I don't remember it being this buggy. And yeah, I spent the whole game making him resist taking that drug, but he just automatically takes it here, which is kind of annoying. So the reason I'm playing this section one more time is because...
Killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
I missed a very important clue, and I haven't played this in a long time. Hold on, I'll shut up for a second.
You should be careful not to overindulge in you-know-what.
He's talking about furry porn, by the way.
It can be dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
That's because you're my only customer. Inside your mind. Yeah, so you actually have a time limit here that you can't see because he took that fucking drug. And I haven't played this in so long that I forgot, like, certain clues because only certain clues will lead to, like, determining who this asshole is.
2 receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home.
Hopefully I won't fuck up this time, because I don't want to do this over. I clicked on give up, which I... Hold on.
That doesn't get us anywhere.
When I was not finished looking at the clues, I accidentally clicked on give up, which I thought meant, like, he would stop at that point. But it's self-explanatory. He actually gives up to where he can't go on.
The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely.
How large is this, zone? God damn it, it's backwards.
The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history.
Yeah, the clue that I got in that when Norman and that guy were fighting, ripping his coat, is how I got the receipts.
Impounded in a police case 5 years ago. The gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop.
Aha, no data for geoanalysis. But yeah, these are very important clues.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
Oh yeah, his glasses were filming that from the floor. That's cool. And this is the part I was struggling with a little. I couldn't remember how to control the playback options. Like, I thought stop meant stop the video, pause.
Gold watch. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere.
A crummy retirement watch. Like in the movie Speed. Wonder if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Dun dun dun!
The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop.
I think the game glitched because when I was trying to... When I got the watch clue, nothing happened. play again.
The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer.
Of the Sakura type. Yeah, that's it for the video.
Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
Very plausible. It could be the Riddler. There we go. There's the clue I needed. I think the game glitched. It wasn't me. I didn't have the option to accuse Blake after I picked up these clues. The game did glitch on me. That's never happened before. I'll be damned. There it is.
Cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha.
Does Blake live there?
He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Oh yeah, accusing Blake is not the right answer. The game is, like, clear about that once you get all the clues. Because Blake doesn't own that warehouse. But definitely, when I first played this, I was suspicious, but that would have been a little too obvious. But accusing him is pretty damn funny, but that definitely leads to him failing the case. I'll be damned, but like I was saying, you didn't see it, but when I was playing a few minutes ago, Norman's eyes start to bleed because the drug is fucking him up, and you have a time limit.
Scott, I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way, Lauren. Trust me.
The mouth is
Go
way
stay
out of
with me
sync.
for a few days. I'll come and get you when this is all over.
Tell me who the Origami Killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise.
He's got very big hands. Aww. Look at all those fucking passers-by walking into them while they're having their little romantic moment. Jesus Christ, he's got gorilla hands. But he is a big guy. No more Lauren. I'll miss her. Whoa, God, more twitchy shit. Oh, back to this again.
I'll get help. Just hang on. Go on, hurry. I think the water's rising. I'm hurrying. I'll be right back.
Even if the water's rising, I think he'll be alright. Just kind of lean up.
Mom's work is too far away. I'd never make it in time. Gotta find someone. The water's still rising. John won't be able to hang on for long. Hold on, bro. I'll find someone.
I feel bad for the actor.
This place is completely deserted. There's no one around to help.
No one around to help.
Need to get help fast. John's gonna drown. John's gonna drown. Dad, I've gotta get Dad. He's the only one who can save John. Gotta move.
I give him a chance to finish thinking. This is very heartbreaking.
Dad, it's John. He fell into a pipe. He's
Get out of
drowning.
here, you little pest. Leave me
You
alone.
gotta come, Dad. Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna
Well,
die.
that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it?
What a bastard.
Go away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna
What
die,
did I
Dad.
tell ya? Scrap!
What a bastard.
Please, please, Dad. You've got to save John.
Yeah, David Cage,
I tried, John.
if
I
you're
really tried.
if you're fat and a drunk,
Please don't die, John. Please.
can he just put his head up?
Don't forget about me, Scotty.
That's fucking horrible. Horrible. Scotty. Uh-oh. Have you guys figured it out yet? I wonder. Yeah, I may have a lot of, you know, things to say about this game and talk a lot of shit, but this part was pretty heart-wrenching. Even though the kids' accents are, like, way off, they did the best they could, I can tell. Yup. So, Scotty is that kid, and which means he's the killer. Which I fucking hate. I've been holding my tongue this whole time. My entire playthrough, I wanted to say something, but I know there's some of you that never played this, probably never will, especially now. And I have a lot of problems with this twist ending, but maybe I'll save that for the credits when they roll or something. So here he goes. He's basically, when he went to visit all those parents and pick up what was left of the clues, he didn't care about them. He just wanted to get rid of the evidence left. Which is absolutely horrible. I mean, this is the guy who went out of his way to save a baby and his mother who committed suicide, but he was willing to kill her little boy because the deadbeat dad wouldn't save him, so he ended up making that little girl not have a dad and her brother killing him. Like, none of that makes any fucking sense to me. I'm already ranting about it, but yeah, this Shelby was my favorite character. And maybe some people are like, oh, but that's so cool, that's so unexpected. No, it's sloppy, shitty writing, in my opinion. I'm not the only one who thinks that. I still love this game, don't get me wrong, and I can play it knowing what he did and still able to enjoy it to a degree, but I just wish they had picked something better. I think Madison or even Norman being the killer would have been a better twist. But also, he was willing to murder his friend? Yeah, apparently in that little scene where the camera focused on Laura with all the clocks ticking, he did all this. He killed him and did all this shit, and that's why he's like, we better not leave any fingerprints. Blah, 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 blah. You son of a bitch. So fucking stupid. I hate that so much. Whatever. The other games that David Cage did have better... I mean, this game doesn't have a bad plot. It's just that fucking twist is stupid. I mean, not everybody has to be M. Night Shyamalan, okay? I don't know whether he killed her or not. I assume he didn't because she has, like, Alzheimer's or some shit. But yeah. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this whole super duper twist. But I personally hated it. I don't like it. But I still like the game. I'll let it slide. And then we'll get on to other games. And I assure you I haven't been lazy. I've either been busy or preoccupied. But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging for much longer. But yep, Scott Shelby, my favorite character, who is also a cop, who goes out his way to save lives, but yet still murders little boys because daddy issues. Like, oh my god. You'd think he would at least let the boys go. If the dads can't save him, then, you know, he'd be like, alright, your dad fucked up. And just let the kid go. I don't know. None of this makes any fucking sense. Anyway, oh, this part I love. I seem to like most of the chapters with Madison, even though her character isn't really... I'll save that for later.
I should have informed the police. But I have no proof. Just the statement of an old woman who's lost her memory.
Yeah, she should have stayed the police, but I'm gonna let her, do her some thinking here.
The killer might be here. I better be careful. The moment of truth. If Ann Shepard gave me the right name, the Origami Killer lives here.
Did she say origami or origami again?
Let's hope he's not home.
What else?
If he's in his apartment, I'll pretend I got the wrong floor.
Good plan. Here goes nothing. Are you gonna knock? It's really weird having a doorknob in the very center of the door. I wonder if that's a European thing. I've seen it, not in America, but I've seen it in movies. It put my lockpicking skills to use from playing Skyrim and Oblivion. Okay, I'm using a PS5 controller now, and they're has the same problem. The tilting is very sensitive, and I think either I'm tilting it too hard or I'm not tilting it further enough. Let's try it really gentle. Really, really, really... Okay, it's not registering. Come on, you fucker! Oh my god, dude. Seriously?
I don't understand. I'm tilting it all the way, like literally almost upside down. I gotta go from one side to the other. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be pissed. I can't... We're near the end of the game, come on! What? Oh my god, it didn't even... Ugh, this is bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I hate this tilting mechanism. I can't stand it. I don't mind the other movements, but the tilting is horrible. Alright, what the fuck? I have never had problems on the PS3. Only on the PS4 and the PS5. I wish you could just turn that off. Ah! God! Sorry, I'm getting really annoyed here. I don't know how much they want me to tilt it. I've tried gentle, I've tried rough, I've tried tilting it literally all the way until it's almost upside down. Alright. Come on. Come on. It's upside down. It's not working! Is this fucking game glitching again? Am I gonna have to stop recording and then... Dude, you guys are probably really fucking bored and irritated at this point.
3 days later.
Okay, this is the last attempt, and if this doesn't work, I'm gonna stop recording until she opens the goddamn door. There!
Nice touch, girl.
Well, maybe it was kind of like picking a lock in real life, like, struggling. I literally had to turn it really hard. Usually you tilt it gently. It's total opposite.
Apartment. There must be something that'll tell me where Sean Mars is.
I was really losing my patience.
Gotta be fast. He could come back any time. I'll go through it, room by room, but there's bound to be some kind of clue.
Who's that? Oh, these are just old case files, I guess. The paper is stiff as wood. Back then, they couldn't quite animate paper. Not soft paper. Oh yeah, just toss it on the desk and he'll notice that it's been messed with. Take the gun, take the gun! You don't have the option? God damn it.
He used to be a cop. Probably knew exactly how an investigation would be carried out.
Oh my god, I'm trying to make her go forward, not back.
That's where the smell of burning comes from. Evidence going up in smoke.
That's weird how her monologue sounded so different right there. Woman, please stop walking in circles.
A cop's uniform. Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop.
I don't know how she figured this out so quickly. Maybe because the gap, the closet looked a little bit bigger than it needed to be. Another thing my friends and I discussed about the whole origami and the orchids, we thought there would be like some symbolism, but there is none other than, oh, my mom liked orchids and I liked origami as a kid. That's so boring.
The orchids that he left on the chest of his victims.
Like, there's nothing unique about that. It's like literally he could have put like Play-Doh and crayons on the victim because as a kid he liked Play-Doh and crayons. You know what I mean? Like, that's dumb. Sorry. This is a roast play.
Shit, it needs a password.
It's probably the word shit. Orchid? Commander Shepard. And this is my favorite store on the Citadel. Max. Max?
Max. The name John gave to his paper dogs when he was a child.
Easiest password in the world.
An address. It's gotta be where Sean Mars
What's
is.
up with that reaction? What the hell is that?
There's no time to lose.
I love the way she's like, what the hell is that? When the parents came, oh yeah, it's that letter that magically appeared in the... Well, it didn't magically appear. I don't know how that envelope got there. I guess he slid it under the door. Who the fuck knows? But that's another thing. Ethan had an origami figure in his pocket. How? Did fucking Shelby walk up to him and just slip it under his pocket? Like, none of that makes sense. That was just for the sake of, ooh, maybe it's his daddy. You know, it's just stupid, stupid, stupid! Doesn't make any fucking sense. He likes origami and his mommy liked orchids. I'm sorry. You know, I like I said, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with David Cage. He's like a bad director, but you can't help but enjoy his movies anyway. Like Tommy Wiseau.
You found my little secret.
Oh no!
It's over, Scott. All those children killed just to find a father capable of saving his son?
Shut up! You don't understand.
Clearly she does.
There's one child left. There might still be time to save him. Let him go. Do what your father couldn't do.
Get in there.
See, that's another thing. Shelby was, like, such a valiant dude, you know? Protective of women, willing to do all this stuff.
Don't panic. Just stay calm and think.
And yet he's willing to do this to her. And there's more shit he can do to her.
I'm gonna die, and there'll be no one to save Sean. I won't be able to breathe for much longer. A few minutes at most.
So what he did is he's setting the place on fire, and if you wait too long, she'll either die from the fire or from the smoke. So you have a very limited amount of time. But I'm pretty sure I remember how to get out. Yeah, see, there's the smoke. Gonna try my best not to let her die.
Gotta find something heavy to break down the wall.
Oh, yeah, duh. The typewriter, yeah? No, 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 not the door, dummy! Duh! Come on, girl. The typewriter, pick it up! Oh my god, dude, she's gonna die because the controls suck so bad. I might have to stop recording and re-record again because I cannot... Okay, and maybe it's not the typewriter. Whatever the hell that thing is. Atta girl, come on. What are you doing? Don't just stand there, do it again! Is that not the wall? Maybe it's the other wall.
I'm gonna...
There we go. Jesus Christ. Like I said, it's been a while. Atta girl, get the fuck out of there. Ugh, not this bullshit again. Nice booty. And this is pretty cool. This is something that I remember teaching us in school to do. Oh
my
god.
A gas can right in the flames.
Oh, fabulous.
It's gonna blow up.
One thing we do if there's a fire is get yourself soaking wet. It's harder to get burned.
Wet clothes will give me a better chance of surviving.
First time I actually tried to go out the window and that kills her because it's way too high. Alright, go! Whoa, almost didn't make it. Yeah, she can burn to death, it's horrifying. She can die like, I think 5 different ways here. Maddie can die in more ways than any other character. I think David Cage has the hots. He's got like a fetish with seeing women in peril.
A gas can.
There's that noise again.
High. I'll kill myself if I jump. I gotta find something else.
Don't jump. I didn't miss that QTE.
The apartment is already in flames. I gotta move fast if I want to get it alive.
You think? I'd hear the rest of her monologue, but like I said, there's a time limit and I can't just stand around. I forget, where's his kitchen?
I don't want to...
Uh-oh. Yeah, I accidentally walked too close to the flames. Where's the fucking kitchen? Pretty sure it's around... Yeah, it's back this way. Here we go. I'm amazed when I first played this I was able to figure this out, even though I was panicking. Like, when I first played this, I was always very determined to make sure she didn't die. Like, when those home invaders went after her, I was like, not today! She's going to do the Indiana Jones in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull method. I can't help but think that that was what this was inspired from. Thank God his refrigerator's nearly empty. Yeah, this will totally protect you from a massive explosion. I mean, if he could survive a nuclear explosion inside of a refrigerator, why can't she survive?
Think, man, think. I gotta find some way to protect myself from the heat and smoke.
Well, she did. You'd think the fire department would already be there. The fucking room has been smoking and burning for like 10 minutes. How did she get out, though? How? We never find out. I mean, was there a teleporter inside the refrigerator and she was able to materialize out on the street from the- wow. That's pretty high tech if you ask me. And this is where it gets even weirder. Call Jaden? How does she know Jaden?
I know where Sean is. I've got to tell Ethan.
She knows where... she knows Jaden. But I'm not gonna call Jaden, I'm gonna call Ethan.
Ethan.
Hello?
It's Madison.
Very calm.
I know where Sean is. He's at 852 Theodore Roosevelt Road. He's still alive. You can still save him.
Oh shit, I should have called Jaden, actually.
Be careful, Ethan. The killer's still out there.
No one's gonna stop me from saving my son.
I should have called Jaden, but I think Jaden already knows where to go to. I don't think it matters. They all have the clues they need. But that's one thing I love about the game is that depending on your choices, any of these three characters can save Sean. It could be Maddie, it could be Norman, or Ethan, or none of them. I've done them all. It's really interesting because you have like a face-off with Shelby. My God, they really. Ugh, that kid looks so creepy and he's so twitchy and like the skin texture looks really weird. Yeah, it's weird when she calls Jaden, when she calls Norman because it's like they know each other all of a sudden. I thought she was a reporter. How does she know an FBI agent? How does an FBI agent correspond with the reporter? Like, but of course, none of that shit's explained because reasons! Because David Cage. I don't know. Did he steal that cab? That's the same cab he stole and nobody reported it? Oh God, I need to knock it off. Oh God, I wonder if the game's gonna do that glitch that I've seen, the famous Sean glitch.
He's gonna kill me in a few minutes. I've gotta find Sean fast.
There was a glitch on YouTube, maybe I'll link a video where he just kept screaming Sean the entire time, even when he wasn't supposed to.
I hope it's not too late.
It's never been patched, but I've never gotten it to do. I was never able to get it to go. Let me just run around and say Sean for a minute. Sean? That's ridiculous. Alright, enough Seaning. I'm rolling my eyes right now.
Looking for a father that would be able to do what mine could not do.
You fucking idiot. He passed, though! He passed all your stupid tests!
In order to save his son.
Yeah, so let the kid go. He passed.
Oh, I searched.
And what's his reward?
I remembered you.
Apparently death. Makes no fucking sense. So he was there in the mall. I mean, he failed saving his first son, so you think he wouldn't...
Murders. Just to find a father capable of saving his son.
Just to find a father? Do you have any idea how it feels to be a worthless nothing in your father's eyes? Believe me.
Oh, grow up.
I've suffered.
What's up with that?
As much as my victims.
Those fucking weird hand gestures.
Your damn trials. Now give me back my son.
He's there. All you have to do is open that grate.
He's such a fucking slime ball. He did all the tests, and what's his reward? Apparently a bullet in the back. Okay, cool. Yeah, Norman's there. It could either be Norman or Maddie. And one or the other will go after Shelby while Ethan tries to get the kid out.
Gotta open this goddamn grate.
Goddamn grate.
Fast.
Goddamn grate.
I'll get you out of there, Sean.
I don't think this would work, but whatever. If there's a will, there's a way, right? I am just so fucking fed up with that twist, man. It's ridiculous. And there's no way that that child would have stayed alive for, what, like 5 days without getting hypothermia? Give me a break. And he just happens to be floating, like... What's making him float? He's not holding on to anything. And he's not made of air. And if I remember right, if you don't save him soon enough, he will be dead. It's horrible. Yeah, so this is like a back and forth thing. Norman didn't call for backup either? Well, I guess the cops were totally useless. And that's another thing. Fucking Shelby was a cop. I mean, I know, there's corrupt, murderous cops out there, for sure. There's horrible people with badges, but I mean... it just, none of this makes sense to me. And I've spent years trying to figure out if there's a way for this twist to be cool, and for me, there just isn't. Oh, there's the cops! I guess Norman did call for backup, I don't know, but apparently they have their head in their ass and they have no idea what's going on, and they don't see all this madness happening on this conveyor belt. Yeah, they're just standing around chilling. Oh! I was too busy looking at the cops! Whoops! Sorry, Norman, I better not fuck up another QTE. I think he can die. I know he can die. Whoa! Alright, I gotta stop looking at the background. Yeah, this son of a bitch is evil.
Take your positions. The suspect is likely to be armed and dangerous.
Because if it's not Norman up there, it's Madison, and the fight with him and Madison...
Are the snipers in position? Yes, Lieutenant.
Is even more menacing. It's horrible.
He won't get away this time. We'll gun him down as soon as he shows his face.
Poor helmet.
Hey! You there! What are you doing?
Lieutenant, my name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I have proof that Ethan Mars is innocent. He's not the Origami Killer.
What is a journalist doing here? I thought I told everybody to keep their mouths shut. Now get her out of here. I don't want her getting in the way.
Okay, Lieutenant. All right, come on.
You're about to make a terrible mistake, Lieutenant. Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove it.
Just tell him the name. Why don't you just say it's Scott Shelby, the ex-cop? Instead of just saying, I know he's innocent, blah, 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 blah. Just drop the name. They'll know who he is. And apparently, that scene where if Shelby gets arrested, you know, for not covering up all the prints, Blake knows Shelby. They used to work together, and he'll actually cover for him. One, I guess, corrupt cops. Whoa! The graphics glitched right there. Corrupt cops back each other up.
Don't have my son, please. Breathe.
I understand why in the movies and in video games in this case, they can never do CPR in a realistic fashion, because when you do chest pumps, you have to push really fucking hard. like a couple of inches inside their chest to the point where you can actually break ribs. Maybe not on kids, maybe that's not the... And we don't do mouth to mouth anymore. More medical advice, but yeah, a CPR, you have to push really hard. Because basically you're trying to reach the heart, you're not just trying to make the chest go up and down a little bit. Oh, I need to shut up for a minute. God damn that piano music. I hope I didn't fuck up. Pretty fucking sure I got everything right. I'm starting to doubt myself. It's been a while, so I don't know if, Yay! He lives! Thank God. I thought for sure I fucked up.
Oh, I thought you were gone.
Dad, I knew you'd come and save me.
Oh, kiddo. Despite that horrible twist, I do like this ending.
Listen, you are the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I want you to know that whatever happens, I love you more than anything in the world. I'm not dead.
I would have assumed
An hour ago,
it was gonna, like, be a few seconds, not to the very millisecond. When I first played this, I'm like, you're not dead yet, give it a few more seconds. I mean, there's no such thing as a poison that works exactly to the millisecond, and if there is, it has to be some pretty advanced shit.
Mars didn't do it, for Christ's sakes. He's innocent.
Scott Shelby, ex-cop, Scott Shelby. That's all you have to say, you dumb bitch. Goodbye. She almost ran him over. She's going to jail for that, and that. What is she doing? She's just swerving around. What is this? Nice escape, Maddie. What the hell was the point of that? Oh.
Personnel, hold your fire. I repeat, hold your
Oh,
fire.
I see. She wasn't trying to escape. She was trying to, like, mess up their positions first. Talking all this shit.
What's going on?
The cops. They're out there. They have the building surrounded. They'll shoot you if you go outside.
She really went out of her way to help.
Dead before you can open your mouth. Look, we'll all go out together with our hands in the air, and they can't possibly shoot us. I have the evidence that proves your innocence.
Well, he doesn't need her anymore. They both seen the bastard.
I was only thinking about Sean, and I thought...
He trusted her. They had sex. Clearly he trusted her.
The only thing that matters is that you saved your son.
Well, he threw her out. I remember now. Takes a minute. I guess they were taking a nap up there, and now they're woke up. So yeah, the fight between... Whoa! Shit! Uh-oh. Seriously? That's it? No. Oh, there was some more debris. I can't believe it! No fucking way! Norman, Jaden, get up! Wake up! Uh-oh. Oops. I don't want him to be dead on this Let's Play. I'm gonna redo that part. My bad, sorry. I want everyone to live.
20 minutes later.
Alright, let's try this again. Trying to concentrate this time. And that's where I fucked up before. Ooh, that looked like it hurt.
Save me. Please, save me.
Really, dude? No. Fuck you. If you try to save him, he tries to kill you anyway. He's a piece of shit. No, I don't think so. I think that's a more fitting death than lethal injection or life in prison. I don't know, what do you think? What would be- you know what, maybe drowning. Maybe drowning would be a better death, yeah. I always, when I first played, I tried to help him, but he just tries to trick you. It's so obvious. Save me, save me. Open fire! Bang, 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 bang! He's the killer! Oops, there was a child. Oh well. The job well done. That, ladies and gents, was the best ending. Where everybody lives. Except for Fatso. Who was my favorite character? Oh god.
When the police announced that they had found
scariest news reporter ever. Ugh, a picture too.
Imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami.
So he's like a blind ventriloquist dummy.
The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery of Ethan Mars, who the police believed at one point to be the killer. It is no doubt due to his great courage and tenacity that he succeeded in foiling the plans of the
Look, even his hands, he's like trying to read Braille.
Presented him with an official apology today.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Headline today. It is reported that the police
nice picture.
Identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer.
Origami, goddammit!
48 is a former police lieutenant who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims. Shelby was killed during a massive police operation, but further details have not yet been released to the public.
So there was no mocap actor for that, and that's what we get as a result of really fucking scary ventriloquist dummy who happens to be blind. What a great screenshot of Shelby's face, too. Where'd they get that picture?
A friend of a friend let me jump in line. If we like it, it's ours.
Doesn't that kind of look like Maddie's apartment, only a lot smaller? I don't get it. Why would she move out of that big, giant, beautiful penthouse? Yay! I don't have a brother! My mother doesn't want me, but yay!
My room.
Yep, so they're a couple now. Only because you slept with her.
What do you think?
You could have said no.
It's perfect, Ethan.
And he ends up with his wife again, which is nice, but I like Maddie, so whatever.
We'll be able to forget what happened. We'll lead a normal life. And one day, it'll all just seem like a bad dream. We've earned the right to be happy now, Ethan.
The reverb in this room sounds weird. I don't remember it sounding like that. He's like, knock it off, you two horn dogs! If you don't save Sean, and they're standing over his grave, there is the creepiest, weirdest dialogue where right there, standing at the grave, Maddie, I'll tell you in a minute, actually. I'll hold my thought, because I don't want to interrupt this part.
Is on the cover of today's World magazine this week, and has been hailed by the whole nation as a new hero for our times.
Holy shit, I know this guy too!
Almost single-handedly ended the sinister series of killings.
He's in all David's games.
As the Origami Killer, and saved the life of young Sean Mars. His determination, courage, and intelligence have won our admiration. Norman Jayden.
This is why I didn't want him to die. I wanted him to at least have this little interview. Great interview. He didn't even say anything. What a jip. But yeah, he still struggles with that drug, but if you don't take the drug, I think he gives it up for good. But if you do take the drug, I believe he ends up ODing, if I remember right, which is really fucking sad. But yeah, I like the fact that there's a consequence, and the game's basically telling you, like, can you help Jaden with his addiction to whatever this fucking weird mystical mystery drug is. But yeah, he's done with that shit. Good for him. Anti-drugs. Very good. But yeah, it could be pretty fucked up and he dies. So what the fuck happened to, Blake? Did he get fired, I hope? Is that what this is, or is this... Whose office is this? Oh, he's got a much nicer office. Maybe he's back where he used to work. Still don't have a clue about the whole connection with Ari and that drug. He's not even looking at clues, but Yeah, I think I thought this was a bad ending thing, but no, this happens regardless. So, unfortunately, even though he stopped taking the drugs, it seemed to have permanently damaged his brain to where he hallucinates. Hey, but at least he helped solve the murders. Little tanks. Why little tanks? I don't know. They look like little toy tanks, like in the movie Toys. I have no idea why little tanks. That might be part of, like, whatever was gonna be the original story, like Maddie was a reporter during the war. Maybe the war with the tanks, who knows. Normally, so if you were to fuck up and they would not save Sean, they'd be standing out here in the grave. But...
You killed my son, Scott.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Were you thinking about that when you held me in your arms?
When you slit me the tongue? And he was willing to save her too? Why?
Why you did all this?
Because David Cage wrote it.
Nothing can justify it anyway.
God, what a rotten feeling I'd have knowing that I was trying to solve my son's murder with the killer.
Nothing but contempt for you. Nothing but contempt.
Yeah, no, more like... and then pee on it as well. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He doesn't even deserve that little fancy grave. But one of my favorite endings is actually if everybody dies except for Lauren, and he gets away with it, she confronts him and shoots him in the face. It's awesome. But she does it right in the middle of the street with people around.
I want to see them again. I'm a father too.
Bang! Well, that's Heavy Rain, guys. And I gotta tell you, even though I've got problems with it, it's still one of my favorite David Cage games, because at least there are consequences. There are, like you saw with your own eyes, that I fucked up one QTE, boom, Norman's dead. But see what I mean? Like, these little recaps of, like, the lengths that Shelby goes to help people. I mean, unfortunately, I fucked up that part. I was trying to talk him down, but I ended up knocking him out. But talking him down was a lot better because you're able to get him to, not even commit the crime and he walks away. So Shelby was willing to comfort one of the dads, help a guy who was gonna rob a store and convince him not to do it and let him walk. Save an infant, save the infant's mother, and save a prostitute from an abusive John. Not to mention, like, all the other shit he did for Lauren. But he was willing to kill his friend and kill children, you know what I mean? It just, none of that shit makes any fucking sense to me. It just bothers me. It really fucking bugs me. I hate it. That twist is absolute dog shit, in my opinion. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. But I'm not alone. But still, it's a good game. Oh, so what I was gonna say about Maddie, a very fucked up, twisted, bad ending. I mean, there's a lot. This is one of the games where the endings, there's a lot of them, and they are very different, and it took me a long time to get all of them. But, one of the endings is if everybody fails to save Sean, but Maddie and Ethan are together, they're both standing by Sean's grave, right? Which is next to Jason's grave. And she's trying to comfort Ethan. He says something along the lines of, like, I couldn't save my first son, and I couldn't save him either. Something like that. Like, something totally just drab and horrible and sad. And what does Maddie say? She leans into him and says, I want you to give me a child with your eyes. Right there in front of his dead son's grave, who he just lost, like, probably a day ago. She just goes right in and says, I want you to have a baby with me. It's like, what? No, Maddie, no! There's a time and a place, and this ain't it, girl. I want you to give me a child. Why does that make me think of, like, evil succubi, like trying to seduce him for the purpose of procreation so she can suck the soul right out of his body? Blah. But anyway, and that's not the worst part. what does Sean do when she says this? He says, I need to be alone for a minute or something, and she walks away, and then he pulls out a gun, and she's like, Ethan, no! Bang! And he just blows his head off right in front of his son's grave. It's horrible. Horrible. It's so sad. There's also, if he ends up in jail and he'll hang himself, what's his name? Norman can die of an overdose before even getting close to the end. Not to mention all those many, many times where Maddie can, you know, die. Always the worst, most horrific deaths they saved for the girl, of course. I don't know why. But yeah, if you saw the fight with Norman and Shelby on that conveyor belt. If Maddie ends up being the only one who saves Sean, she ends up there with Shelby fighting, and it's like exceptionally brutal and aggressive. Like, it's pretty brutal with man to man, whether it's Ethan and Shelby or Norman and Shelby, but for whatever reason, Maddie versus Shelby up there is extremely brutal. Like, probably because he's about twice her size, and she's not even really fighting him. She's just trying to elude all of his attacks. And it's horrible because you just see this look of menace on his face where he's like so bloodthirsty, and he's got this look of rage, like, I gotta kill this fucking bitch, you know? And it's like, she didn't do anything wrong. Like, she's just trying to save a child, but he's like, I'm gonna kill you! It just doesn't make any sense. You know, the guy who helped Lauren all that time, and that's another thing, like, you hear his inner monologues throughout the whole game, and he says shit like, we gotta find out who the killer is. Could be linked to the killer. Blah, 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 blah. Like, that's just a stupid ploy plot hole to make the audience, the gamers, think, Shelby is a really good detective. He's onto something. And we're like thinking, oh, he's getting closer to where the killer is, but the whole time, his inner monologue is, I need to find the killer. I don't want to take Lauren with me, but she really wants to find out who killed her son. That's not what Shelby sounds like. I'm just doing a mocking voice. But seriously, like, isn't that fucking stupid? And what's sad is this wasn't supposed to be the main plot. I'm glad they changed it, but apparently the plot originally was going to be something about Ethan. Sorry if I'm shouting. The fucking the audio for this credit sequence is extremely loud, and I turned my mic down, but I can't really hear myself as a result. But anyway, the plot was originally something to do with Ethan having supernatural powers, and remember when he said, I have visions of drowning? None of that made any sense. They should have taken that dialogue out, but he had visions of drowning because he had some kind of psychic powers of, you know, mystery psychic powers about his son, and he was able to see ghosts or some shit like that, but then they dropped it and decided no. But that's like, then none of that explains the blackouts. That doesn't explain how he has the origami figure in his hand after his son disappears and he's running through the street. All of a sudden, oh my god, I have an origami figure in my hand. Sean! Like, none of that made any sense either. Not one bit of sense. So it's like, I can only assume, and this is just me clamping or, you know, clenching straws, I imagine that when Shelby took his son away from the park, like off the merry-go-round, and you wouldn't think Sean would just go with some random stranger and be like, hey, my dad's over there. Maybe Shelby's like, oh, I saw your dad, he went this way, you know? But what did he do first? Did he walk up to Ethan and say, excuse me, sir, I believe you dropped this, while he's standing there with his eyes crossed, like he's in a blackout, he's just like, duh, and Shelby puts a fucking origami figure in his pocket, or his hand, and walks away with his son. Like, how does that work? How does that make sense? Oh yeah, it doesn't. So there you go. There's my roast play of Heavy Rain. I appreciate everybody's patience. I appreciate you all hearing me make fun of this game, and I really hope that you enjoyed it, despite what a complete mockery I made of it. But it was very fun, and I really enjoyed doing this. So, but there's more games to come, including another David Cage game. I will leave a vote or something on my community page, and you guys can tell me what you think. So, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, bunholes. Much love.